Next up for the Cardinals. Swings through that one for strike one.
No ball. One strike.
And now it's even up.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
That one is absolutely belted. Harris ranges back. Gone! And they tack on to their lead. It's 3-0.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. Part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. He gave it a great effort, but those plays are so tough to pull off. And I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
Here's Nolan Arenado. On the ground, right side. Throw on to Olsen. One away. That ground ball may have him back on track after the homer. Here's the Cardinals lineup now. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
That misses. And it's a ball and a strike. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
On the ground. And Contreras is retired.
Batting six. The second baseman.
2 outs, base is empty. Nolan Gorman next up for the Cardinals. And a curve is down and in.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
And it's strike 2.
1 and 2.
First inning going a bit long, 23 pitches to this point. Goes down looking. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. It's now 3-0. Back after this on the show.
Many years ago we saw this possibility.
Back here at Busch Stadium. All set for the start of the inning. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Matt Olson.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it, and that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere, and it's not foul.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. And ball 1. Gray, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slurve, a curve, a sinker, and occasionally uses a cutter. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1.
Larry Bullard making the calls behind the plate for us in this one. Pretty good strike zone. Well reviewed by those we talked to around the league.
Yeah, he's an umpire. He doesn't get a lot of looks from players, maybe here and there once in a while, but he's appreciated back there. And a big swing and a miss.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Way back there. And out of here. He'll touch them all. And they close the gap. It's 3-1.
That swing just injected more drama into this one.
Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
One down. And now the center fielder, Michael Harris. And a foul ball. Clobbered to right field, way back, gone. They go back to back. It's 3-2.
They're fighting to get back into this game. Back-to-back blasts, and now they're in striking distance. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Berg. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Base is empty, one away. Here's the power hitting catcher, Sean Murphy. Swinging a foul straight back. Two runs across in the inning here at the top of the second. Next offering misses, and that's ball one. Got him swinging.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Here's Jared Kelnick. That one ripped. High bounce takes it over the fence. That's an automatic double.
The automatic double kind of feels like enjoying cruise control in your car, Boog. You don't need to keep the pedal down as you cruise into second base. Just no worries in the world. You know what? He put a really good swing on that one.
Here's Orlando Arcia. And that one is lifted in the air. Walker puts it away, and that'll do it. But two round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 3-2 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the second, and now Jordan Walker.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Ball one there.
1-0.
On the ground right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
Batting eight, the center fielder,
Tommy Edman at the plate. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. And the 1-0.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
The pitch to the right side. Albies, and a couple of quick outs.
Good two-seam action right there, running away from the batter, rolled over it, got the ground out.
2 outs, base is empty. Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals. And that's outside. Ball 1. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. Good eye right there. Fly ball down the line. Acuna after it. Makes the grab on the run. And that ends the inning. On to the 3rd inning, and now the right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr. The wind of the pitch. Acuna in his 6th season, hitting leadoff in today's game, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. The wind of the pitch. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And 1 away.
Now, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths, it's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders, have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
And the pitch. Strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The Cardinals up by a run. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. One down, base is empty. The punch out there, and there is another strikeout.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. He tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
And that one wrapped foul. Two outs. Strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
To third, Arenado. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Braves. Braves go down quickly here, and it's still a 3-2 ball game. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Now it's the DH, Brendan Donovan. Strider back to work. And that is in for a strike. It's 0-1. And that one fouled off. Kicks and fires. On the ground to the left. Tosses to first. One gone, bottom of the third inning.
Up next for the Cardinals, the first baseman.
And here's Paul Goldschmidt. It was a triple and an RBI in his first at bat. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence. But in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at bat?
And here it comes. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
1-2.
Line to second, snagged on the bounce. All these over to first in time. 2 up, 2 down.
The right fielder, number 21.
2 outs, base is empty. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Lars Nootbaar. He's already homered here in this one. Fastball for a strike. Just missed.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
2 down, nobody on. And down on strikes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Nothing doing there for St. Louis, but they still lead at 3-2. And we're back. John Shelby with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Matt Olson. And a pitch. Fouled off. He was late.
You know, these Braves just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
And that's in there at the knees. Got him. 1 away. Marcell Ozuna next up for the Braves. He's already homered in this game. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
He's got one already tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if he pops another one here.
Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Pitch misses. 1-1. That one fouled off. One down, base is empty. Got it by him for the play.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Arenado moving under this one. And he makes the catch. And that is that. And the Braves go down quietly. They trail it 3-2. Ready to go, bottom four. Here's Nolan Arenado. Nolan Arenado at the plate. Arenado, guy who delivers big-time power at the dish and will probably go down as one of the greatest defensive third basemen of all time. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball one. And speaking of that defense, it's hard to imagine that in high school, Arenado shared the left side of the infield with another elite defender, Matt Chapman at El Toro High School in California. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike three, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those. More margin for error. You know, the fastball becomes such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport. And I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
And first offering is fouled off. The pitch. That one finds the zone. 0-2. Bounced up the middle, and it's through for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
He was all over that one. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Contreras leads off first with one away. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, I think he was waiting on the changeup right there, and he got it. It just drifted too far in on him. I think that pitch is just a little more out over the plate. Probably squares it up, but instead, he's going to have to go take a seat.
Jordan Walker next up for the Cardinals. On the line, base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Now back, center field.
And here comes Tommy Edman. That's a strike. Ground ball off the middle. That's a base hit. Contreras headed home. Fires it to the plate. He's safe as he gets his hand in.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
So first and second with 2 outs. And stepping in is the speedy Mason Wynn. 2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. And a count 1-1. This one smoked out to left. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 4-2. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here in St. Louis, ready now for the 5th inning. So here's Murphy now. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that out towards right center. That's well struck. That's down. One hops off the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
Now in for the Braves, Jared Kellner. Doubled in his first AB. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one.
One strike.
That one missed.
One strike.
Left-hand batter waits. That clips the corner. Foul ball still, 1-2 count. Runner at second, nobody out. And down on strikes he goes. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Well, he's on a great run of strikeouts and showing excellent control and command, not walking opposing batters. You know, this offense, they've got to find a way to break his rhythm, put the bat on the ball, maybe try to bunt for a base hit, get him off the mound, moving around, step out, something to interrupt his timing because he's coming right after these guys.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Brings it in. That's out number 2. And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Man at second. Off the mark there. Now 1-2.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Wouldn't chase that time. The pitch. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So one hit is all they get. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Cardinals 4 and the Braves 2. Here in St. Louis, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the Cardinal DH, Brendan Donovan. Here comes the pitch. Right through there for a strike.
No ball. One strike.
Ground ball left side and foul ball. Here's the 0-2. That's towards center. Harris has a beat on it. Makes the catch. And there's one away.
Up next for the Cardinals, the first baseman.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt. 1 for 2 in the game. He tripled and scored in the first. And there's a ball. Base is empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. Next offering is fouled back.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Fastball for a strike. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Righty delivers. Bounce to the right. Dives, and he can't hang on. The throw is still in time, and they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from him a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
Now it's the right fielder, Lars Nootbaar. Off the mark there, and it's 1-0.
1-0.
Two outs. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. That misses the zone. And the count's even at 2.
It's a good take.
This to center field. Harris has a beat on it. Nabs it, and that is that. Top of the 6th inning. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. And the right-hander back to work. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Contreras puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Now batting, the third baseman.
And next for Atlanta, Austin Riley. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And a swing and a miss.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at bat.
Now a fly ball to right center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, the first baseman.
And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. Olson, a multi-Gold Glove Award winner, 30 years old now, a former first-round pick back in 2012. Late swing, foul to the left. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Deep drive down the line. Foul ball.
Well, it's a really good pass of the ball right there. Just a little bit too quick. It's got to find a way, just let it travel a hair more.
That one misses. 1-2 to count. And another ball. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. So they make short work of him there. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Cardinals 4 and the Braves 2. Back here at Busch Stadium. Bottom of the inning. Here's the third baseman, Nolan Arenado. To kick the pitch. That's outside. And that is ball one. And that's down and away. And that one missing low. 3-1 now. Way out front for strike two.
3 ball. 2 strike.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
Pitch count's getting up there now, and not saying that's the reason for this walk, but this is the point in the game when every sign of wavering starts to get everyone's attention.
Contreras now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Arenado aboard here at first with nobody out. Next offering is in for a strike.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
That one lifted to left. Kelnick has a beat on it. Puts it away for the out.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Here's Nolan Gorman, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And a good eye there.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
Man at first, one away. And a foul ball. Here's a 1-1. Line drive, base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Now one for St. Louis, Jordan Walker, 1 for 2. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. The Cards trying to break this one open here in the bottom of the 6th.
Wow, that's 89 on the gun, and it's a changeup. It's like good hitting.
There's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. 7th inning coming up. It's the Cardinals 4 and the Braves 2. Gray back to work. Center field. Edman in position. Makes the grab. One down.
The batter, the center field.
Michael Harris next up for the Braves. It's amazing we get a chance to talk to a lot of opposing managers. This guy scares managers on the other team as much as anyone.
And he gets to fly beneath the radar with the other more recognizable names in this lineup. Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat. He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Murphy at the plate now as he chases after that one. Action in the St. Louis bullpen. Ryan Helsley, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Romero, the lefty, warming up as well. Swings and misses. 0-2 now.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Swing and a ball popped up. Goldie makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Down in order go the Braves. Still down by a count of 4-2. And we're back. Stepping in, Tommy Edman.
The center fielder.
Here comes a new arm for the Braves, Tyler Matzik.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
As the lefty gets to work. In the dirt, ball one.
1 ball, no strike.
And a foul ball. The pitch. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Clearly, he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
There's a swing and a drive. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Not stopping. He's going for 3. And he's got a leadoff triple.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Put a really nice balanced swing on it. And when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box. And he'll feel really good about that one.
So man aboard, and now here is Mason Wynn. And there's a strike on the outside corner.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
The 0-2. Out towards left center. Harris after it. He's got it. Runner tagging from third. He'll score the sac fly, and they lead by 3.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job, and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
Back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. And here's the St. Louis leadoff man, Brendan Donovan. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
Swing, appeal to third, and yes, he offered at it. Left-hand hitter waits. Got him looking. 2 away.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
On the ground out to short. Arcia on the run, sends it over to first, and that is the inning. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on. 8th inning coming up. It's the Cardinals 5 and the Braves 2. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Giovanni Gallegos.
Giovanni Gallegos.
So now to the plate for Atlanta, Jared Kelman. The Braves in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
And he deals. Swings and misses. 0-1.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at-bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. And he beats it. That's a hit. Great try there. Orlando Arcia next up for the Braves. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. The Redbirds leading by 3, and we're at the top of the 8th. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. And the right-hander deals just off the outside edge. Now 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from the same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes, and very difficult to lay off.
So the lineup flips over. Now the leadoff spot for the Braves, Ronald Acuna Jr. Fought off foul.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Kelnick over at first with 1 away. Swings through it for the K. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs 1 more out.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That one's carrying. Pulls it in on the warning track. They get a leadoff single, but leave him stranded. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Cardinals 5 and the Braves 2. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. And now the right fielder, Lars Nootbaar. comes A.J. Minter to the mound.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
The pitch. Outside, and that's ball one. Swing and a miss.
Great velocity at 97 at the top of the zone.
Got him. And that's the first out. Nolan Arenado next up for the Cardinals. Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Next offering is in for a strike. Base is empty, one away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And there's 2 down.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
2 down, nobody on. Swung on, belted. Harris going back. And caught on the warning track. Not quite enough behind that one. Is the closer, Brian Helsley.
Oh, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down a win. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
And here it comes. Riley stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Helsley measures 6 feet 2 inches, 230 pounds, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2015. They say he won. Oh, and 2 now. In the air, left side. Walker under it. Corrals it. And there's 1 down.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay close.
Here's Matt Olson. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
One out, runner at second. Marcell Ozuna next up for the Braves. 1 for 3. First pitch, not close. The Braves trailing by 3 here at the top of the 9th. Swing and a miss, and 1-0-2 on the radar gun. And he swings through that one.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, That slider didn't move to the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pick.
Here's a 1-2. Got him swinging.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Hammers that one. Curling down the line and foul. Olsen at second with 2 down. Late with the swing there.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
Helsley is just 1 strike away. That missed by a lot. And the count is 1-2. Wouldn't chase that time.
2-2.
That one misses. 3-2 now.
Pressure mountain right here with the tying run in the on-deck circle. He's got to find the strike zone.
And a pitch. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
They're not ready to go home quite yet.
Now batting, the catcher, Sean Murphy.
First and second, 2 down. Sean Murphy next up for the Braves. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. Swing and a miss.
0-1.
First and second, 2 down. One on the gun, swing and a miss.
A little anxious, a little aggressive early in the count. Too much for me.
Tying run at the plate. Pitch misses, and the count 1-2. The tying run at the plate. Strike 3, got him swinging. And that is the ball game.
Whether you're a season ticket holder or you just come to a couple of games a year, to see your team win at home, there's just something special about that. Good job by this team to get it done for the hometown fans.
And your final score, 5-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shelby saying so long.